Much love, much love. Welcome back to Origami, and today we're going to be folding an origami lotus flower. It's a really cool fold, and we're going to be using a 6x6 inch square of origami paper. All right, so to start off, we're going to be taking our piece of origami paper and we're going to fold two diagonals. And in order to fold those diagonals, we're going to fold from a corner to a corner, like so. Make precise folds and crease sharply. And unfold. And now we'll fold this corner to meet the opposite corner, like so. And crease sharply. Unfold. Now we're going to complete a blint fold, which is where we fold all four corners into the center point. So first we'll start with this corner, fold it to the center. Then I like to rotate and repeat the process 3 more times. Like so. Now we're going to repeat this blint fold 2 more times, which is, again, we're going to be folding all four corners to the center like we just did on the last step. Rotate. All right. And again, like I said, we're gonna have to do this 1 more time. There are versions of the lotus where you can do this twice, this blint fold only twice, but in order to get it to have kind of these three levels of petals, we want to make sure that we do this 3 times with the blint fold. So that was our second time. Now we're gonna do it 1 more time where we fold all 4 corners into the center point. Rotate and repeat. Once we have that complete, we're gonna make some pre-creases. So we're gonna flip the model over and we're gonna repeat the blint fold. And at this point, the paper is gonna be really thick, so try your best to get the folds as clean as possible. But we're gonna, again, fold all 4 corners to the center point, and then we're going to unfold. This is gonna give us a pre-crease. All right, so I'm gonna start with this corner, fold it to the center, and repeat 3 more times. And again, the paper is going to be really thick at this point, so don't worry if it's not perfect. Just try your best. I'm just going to make these creases sharp, and then I want you to unfold them. All right, now you're going to flip your model over, and as you can see, we have 4 flaps here. Now for each flap, and I'm gonna zoom in so you can see, each flap, we're gonna make 2 folds. And the folds are going to be made by aligning the edge, one edge of the flap to the top edge, like so. So I'm gonna be folding, making a bisecting line from the corner of this triangle. And the only way to do it is to align this edge with the top edge and make sure it bisects the angle in this corner. And as you can see, the fold looks something like this. And then we unfold. And all we're going to do is mirror that fold on the opposite side of that flap. So in this sense, I'm going to take now this edge and I'm going to be aligning it with the top edge. And I'm bisecting the angle in this corner of this triangle. And so it's gonna look like this. And then I'm gonna unfold. And as you can see, it creates this kind of X kind of line. And that's with our pre-creases. And those are gonna help us create the lotus So now we have to repeat this on the other 3 flaps. So again, I'm going to rotate. I'm going to take this edge and I'm going to align it with the top edge. And then I'm going to do the same thing and mirror it on the other side. Take this edge, align it to the top. And now I'm going to repeat on the other 2. All right. So now we have our pre-creases done. The next step, if you can see, if I bring it a little closer, where these 2 folds, these 2 creases that we made intersect, we're going to be folding up right at that point. I like to fold up the flap like so. So as you can see, you see where those 2 lines intersect? We're going to fold a line going straight through it by folding this flap up like so. And then we're going to repeat that on the other 3. So since we have that first one done, we kind of can use it as a guideline to know exactly where our other ones should be, so they all look uniform. And then your model should look something like this. Then I want you to flip the model over, all right? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually bring, like the blintz fold, we're gonna bring all 4 corners to the center, all right? So I like to start off one at a time. And again, the paper is gonna be a little thick, so make sure that you're holding it down. And we're gonna fold all 4 corners to the center, like so. And then I'm pushing down right on the center to make sure it stays. So one thing that helps, if you can see in each of these petals, you can kind of push the folds in so they're really locked in and secure. And as you can see, that's our first layer of petals. So if you were to flip the model over on the bottom, you'll see that we have kind of 4 flaps, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bottom. And this is where, in order to create the petals, we have to be really delicate with these flaps. We don't want to pull them really tight, but what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be pulling down on the petal while simultaneously pushing up from the bottom. I'm using my finger. I'm going to be pushing up gently. And what that is going to do is allow me to pull the petal out like so. So then we have a petal coming upwards when I flip it back around. Right? So I'm going to repeat that to the next with the next 3. So again, I'm pushing from the bottom up, and I'm also pulling down gently, very gently. So we don't want to tear the paper. All right? And we're going to rotate. It's almost like you're peeling a banana, but doing it really gently and really, it's a really small banana peel. All right. Then we're gonna do this. So we just finished our second layer of petals, right? This is our second layer. There's one more layer. So this is why we do the blintz fold 3 times, so we can get a 3rd layer of petals as well. All right, so this is the same concept. We're going to be pushing up from the bottom and then pulling down. But again, this is even gentle. You have to be even more gentle with this 3rd one. All right, you don't really need to pull down too much. It's just so that you can get it so that the fold stays. All right, gently, gently, gently. And this final one. All right, and if you flip your model back over, you have finally completed your Origami Lotus Flower. And I like it because it gets a little spin to it if you put it on a table and spin it. So that was our tutorial for today. Look out for the next one. I hope you were able to fold this. And again, much love. Thank you. This is Origami.